A week back, I actually released a video and I got my first copyright content flag. It's not a strike, but it's a flag. There it is right there. Your video is ineligible for monetization due to a copyright claim. Review details and dispute the claim if you believe this is an error. Revenue is held separately until a dispute is resolved. What's really interesting about that is I don't have any of my videos monetized. So I don't really understand why. It's probably just the automated system, of course, but I just don't really see any reason why they did that, number one. So I got the actual track from this site called Ben Sound, and I've used this many times in the past and haven't had any copyright claims on it. And it's actually this song right here called Dubstep. All you have to do is look for Dubstep in the search bar. And what's really interesting is it says royalty-free music. And it's pretty clear how they want you to do these kinds of things. Obviously, they want you to have a link in there, which, of course, I did. They wanted to say, music by or music, and I did that. Cannot claim it, never claimed it. Cannot register your music in any store platform, didn't. You cannot use the music or audio for podcasts or audiobooks, which I didn't. You cannot make music, song, or remix of our music, which I haven't. You can use our music for Facebook videos, but you cannot register them to the Facebook Rights Manager service that will keep other users from using our music. So I don't really understand. So basically, moving forward until I come up with some other music or some other intro, outro bites to use for my future videos, I'm just going to use one of my old songs from the 2010s. From my old band Stereo Jacket, and I guess we'll just leave it at that. And with that break, on to the show. On another episode of Today's News Tonight. Cobra Kai is delivering us some news-worthy information, and I'm actually really excited for the next season. Each new round of episodes has cleverly built on the one before. I see what you did there. Each new round. Ha, 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 ha. With shifting alliances and familiar faces from the original trilogy, weaving in old clips to enhance the connection. Even the music gets a shout out with Daniel LaRusso's Ralph Macchio singing the praises of the band Chicago, whose Peter Centra had a song prominently featured in The Karate Kid Part 2 to one of his young charges. That's definitely something to say for the Cobra Kai series, is they've definitely have done a really good job on weaving as much of the old IP as they possibly can in this kind of new canon that they're building after the fact. I think they've done a great job with the music. I think they've done a great job with some of the character progressions. And obviously, as long as we ignore all the inclusivity check marks and making sure that, they don't hurt anybody's feelings, I feel like they've done a really good job on this series. Good job, Netflix. Despite the dojo's familiar never dies slogan, Cobra Kai can't live forever. For now, though, it remains a model of how to take a known title and breathe life into it, without taking itself too seriously. Even when the karate action becomes a little tedious, in terms of deftly milking a concept, it's hard not to admire its form. I do agree. I think it was the end of season 2 or season 3. I can't remember. It's been a bit of time since I've seen it, but some of the end combat scenes with all the younger kids, some of the fight scenes are just kind of like they could have toned it down so it looked a little bit better and actually worked more with the camera angles instead of trying to have this big ending fight sequence with a ton of people and trying to make it one big long shot. It just didn't work. And I just look back at it and I go, that's probably a mistake I wouldn't make twice. The series also neatly avoids dumb teenager syndrome, introducing new characters and unexpected wrinkles involving the existing ones, predicated on the theory, much like Johnny's arc, that being a villain doesn't automatically mean staying one forever. And I honestly really like that about characters, especially ones that end up starting as one of the bad guys and eventually evolving to the point where they become a tolerable good guy, which is actually a really fun arc to follow. Just turning Cove's 70-something Kreese into the central heavy has a certain audacity to it in a show that spends half of its time looking like Dawson's Creek. Well, and I do understand that some of these characters that are now well into their late 70-somethings, yeah, they don't always translate well from the original IP to this new IP that they're creating. And so it's really important to find a good balance with those and not to to push on them too much, because obviously there's not going to be too much kicks and punches left in the person that plays Kreese. All in all, it's a good series. I really think parents who grew up watching these wonderful movies. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, puppy. Just sneezed on Boomer. What was I saying? I think those of us that have really loved the original films have really enjoyed this new life into the old series, and bringing in a new series with new characters and their kids and how they're involved with their everyday lives and the things that are going on with Cobra Kai and Dojo Miyagi. It's a really fun show. I definitely recommend it. I certainly hope that you have enjoyed this video. Hopefully we've earned your subscription today, so don't forget to hit that red button, click that damn bell, and make sure that you will not miss any of our content releases. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and from our family to yours, good night.